Hey guys, welcome back. I'm excited to share a new fishing location with you all. It's a new location for me at least. You know, this past weekend was really busy with all the different tournaments that were going on, and so we decided to fish the river section of the lake. And so let me show you how I decided to fish the part that I did and how I found it. All right, so I heard some guys talking about different parts of the river, and I remember somebody saying like the East and West Fork River, and so I just Googled boat ramps for Percy Priest and landed on this page. And sure enough, there was a East Fork boat ramp. And so what I wanted to do is kind of get a general idea where it was on Google Maps. And so I went to Google Maps, typed in East Fork Rec area, and just kind of wanted to see how the river channel was running and what my fishing option was. And so from the East Fork Stones River, you can see that, you know, it forks into the West Fork area and also goes to the right. And so I saw all these little pockets that I could potentially fish out of from the main river. And so all this stuff looked really good. And like I said, I just felt like I had multiple options where I can kind of get out of the main river channel to pound the banks to try to catch some fish. So looking at Google Maps, I can tell that the area looked pretty good to fish, but I didn't know the depth. And so before I took my boat out there, I wanted to gain a better understanding of the depth of the river to see if it'd be feasible for the bass tracker that I have. And so for that, I decided to use Navionics. And so I went out to the Navionics webpage, which has contour lines and depths to kind of see what we'd be dealing with on the river channel. And so it looks like the main river channel average around 20 feet deep, and you can kind of see that because of the numbers there. And so I just kind of looked through here and looked for different contour lines and see what kind of depths that we would be fishing, and decided to proceed and head out to the lake. And so this is the first time that I fished this river section, as I mentioned earlier, and just similar to the past trips, we were just catching smaller fish. But hey, we were still catching them, and then the river was super calm. We had a little bit of current, but the big thing, there was no jet skiers. There were no. We saw a few bass boats here and there. I knew the main lake would be super busy and just didn't want to deal with all that, and so we wanted to try a different part, and I'm glad I did. And when it gets really busy this summer, I'm hoping to hit up the river section again, and maybe we'll have better luck, and hopefully there won't be as many people out there. As far as a fishing report, again, just caught small ones and caught this random catfish. He put up a good fight, although he was just kind of twirling around in the water like a gator. It was still neat to catch something a little different. Really hate dealing with these guys. They're slimy and nasty, and was going to keep them, giving to my aunt to see if she wanted to cook it, and she didn't want to deal with it either, so we decided to let it go. If you fish this river section and have some tips, hey, I'm all ears and welcome to try anything new. The following day, we decided to head out to the main lake because it was Sunday and it was raining, and I didn't think many people would be out there. And so we hit up our normal spots, and I caught a bunch of fish yesterday, and my brother didn't really catch anything because he was on the back of the boat and didn't really have ideal fishing conditions or angles and all other good stuff. And so I let him take the wheel, go where he wanted to, fish however he wanted to, and I just kind of focus on gathering some content and fish when I could. And so I'm glad he was able to finally catch some, and to use a swim bait. For some reason, he fought using a swim bait for the longest time and put a swim bait on, and was able to catch a fish or two. And so all right guys, that's all I got for today's video. If you have any tips, again, leave a comment.